Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Guyana Learning Channel's News and Capsule from Monday, February 28, 2022. Our stories tonight are: Guyana closely monitoring scholarship students in Russia, President to attend CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, and hundreds of millions to be invested in wells for Region 1. In the world of sports, FIFA orders Russia not to play under national flag. In the region, Barbados bracing for impact of Russia-Ukraine unrest. And internationally, AI to help farmers see cloud-covered fields. With the details, I am Danelli Singh. The government is closely monitoring the welfare of Guyanese scholarship students in Moscow, Russia, following that country's invasion of Ukraine. Guyana's Foreign Secretary Robert Prasad told reporters Sunday that the 11 students remain unscathed in the country's capital. Prasad was at the time speaking on the sidelines of the unveiling ceremony for the 50th anniversary logo to commemorate half-century of bilateral friendship between Guyana and China at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. The Ministry of Public Service, which handles scholarship, is in touch with the 11 students that are in Moscow, Russia, and they are in contact on a daily basis. Prasad said the Minister of Public Service, Sonia Parag herself, is making the direct involvement in updating and interacting with the students. The Foreign Secretary said government's wish is for the calamity to remain under control. However, he added that the administration is already crafting measures should things get worse. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Hugh Todd has already met with the Russian ambassador to Guyana, where the issue of students' welfare was raised. This piece was extracted from the Department of Public Information. His Excellency Dr Irfan Ali departed Guyana yesterday to attend the 33rd Intersessional Meeting of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, in San Pedro, Ambergris Caye, Belize. Under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister of Belize, the Honorable John Antonio Briceno, the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting is scheduled to take place from March 1 to 2. According to information from the CARICOM Secretariat, the opening session on Tuesday will feature remarks by CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett, outgoing CARICOM Chairman Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, the Honorable Gaston Brown, and CARICOM Chairman Prime Minister Briceno. The opening session begins at 10 hours Belize time. During the two-day meeting, President Ali will join other heads of government from across the region in deliberating on several matters, including the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the region, advancing the CARICOM single market and economy to help build a more resilient community, and advancing the CARICOM Agri-Food Systems Agency, with emphasis on regional food and nutrition security. It is also expected that the leaders will engage the regional private sector, labor, and civil society, and discuss climate change action following last year's COP26 and the security situation in the region. This piece was extracted from the Department of Public Information. The sum of $200 million will be expended under the Guyana Water Incorporated GWI Hinterland Water Supply Program to drill 5 new wells in communities within the Moruga Sub-District Region 1. This announcement was made by Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell during an outreach to Warapoka on Sunday. Minister Crowell said a rig owned by GWI will be in the region by April this year to commence drilling of a number of wells. The initiative, he noted, will see thousands of residents having access to improved water distribution services. It will also bring government closer to achieving its target of 100% water coverage in the hinterland regions by 2025. In the case of Warapoka, Minister Crowell committed to ensuring a water system is included in next year's budget for that community. The tourism village currently sources water from the creek and practices rainwater harvesting. On the issue of housing, the minister announced that Warapoka will be one of the first Burima-Wangi villages to benefit from the government's hinterland housing program, expected to commence this year. Minister Crowell said the program caters for the construction of homes and upgrades to existing structures. He added that the program will differ from the housing initiative on the coast, where beneficiaries are paying for the homes and house lots allocated to them. This piece was extracted and modified from the Department of Public Information. And now for sports. FIFA has told Russia to complete their upcoming games in neutral territory under the name the Football Union of Russia, without their flag and anthem following the invasion of Ukraine. Several nations have announced they will refuse to play Russia, including England, as well as Poland and the Czech Republic and Sweden. World Cup 2022 playoffs would see Russia face Poland before facing the Czech Republic or Sweden. If they win, they are scheduled to be played in March. However, following a late meeting, a decision was taken by FIFA and the UEFA to suspend all Russian clubs and national teams. This piece was extracted from the newsroom. And now for news in the region. Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, says her administration will be taking measures to brace for the possible impact of unrest in Ukraine and Russia. According to Mottley, the unrest could have implications for the cost of fuel and food, the supply of food, and results in disruptions in the supply chain globally. Speaking during Saturday's COVID-19 update, however, she noted that Barbados' reserves stood at over US $3 billion, representing about 37 weeks of import cover, giving the country the ability to have adequate buffer to deal with the capacity to manage any increased prices. Mottley assured Barbadians that the situation was being monitored for some time and meetings with the private sector had already taken place since last year. In addition, she noted that efforts were being undertaken by the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security to boost food production in the country, to ensure Barbados was in a better position to feed its citizens. This piece was extracted from Loop News Caribbean. And on the international scene, a Cornish startup has developed a technique using artificial intelligence to predict what the surface of the UK looks like under gloomy skies. The satellite technology is being targeted at the agricultural sector to help farmers better manage their crops. Cloud too often prevents them from seeing the ground to know where and when to sow seed or apply fertilizer. Aspire's space technology can produce a clear synthetic image of fields in all weathers. The Penryn-based company is one of a cluster of operators hoping to benefit from the new space economy being built around Spaceport, Cornwall, which is due to start launching rockets from Newquay this summer. This piece was extracted from the BBC. With that, we reached the end of tonight's broadcast. Be sure to join us again right here tomorrow on the Guyana Learning Channel for more educational news and updates. On behalf of the technical team, thank you for watching and remember to stay safe, Guyana.